But do you remember back in the day when people used to like, they call it twerking now, but like grinding?
Yeah, grinding.
I know.
There's definitely grinding going on.
Now that I think about it, we would do that in middle school. That's
It's so weird to think about.
Middle
school, and even, I don't know, freshmen in high
I
school.
remember feeling like tiny little boners at the fucking dance. And
they
I'm
weren't
like,
all tiny either. But they were in high school, and so was I. When we're out and we're drinking, at one point he's like, so what's a nice girl like you doing out with a guy like me?
Oh, God, way to out yourself.
And I was like,
what the fuck?
and I was like, wait, what? What does that mean?
why is that so funny?
What? I was like, what are you saying? Like, who are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you, what does that mean?
Yeah. Well,
It did not go as he thought it probably would, which would be like me being like, oh my God, oh, you're a bad boy. Do you want to spank me?
Can I get that sound clipped, please? I'm gonna use that for my stream every time I get a donation. Do you want to spank me?
But after the movie date, he took me to Jack in the Box drive-thru to get dinner.
Okay.
And then at the parking lot of the Jack in the Box, as we were eating our dollar menu items, he's showing me the Marine songs and chanting to them.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Where's the card? Where's the card?
Oh, but yeah, you can go ahead. I don't even need to tell any stories. I'm not going to top that bullshit. Jesus Christ.
There is nothing going to top that.
Seriously.
I gotta finish. I'm not done.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of Big Mood.
Yeah.
How you doing? How's it going? Hi, it's me, Gina.
It's me, Jess.
It's Tiff.
You copied us, the thing that you hated.
Well,
That's
it's only
true.
after 2. Okay. Then it becomes like a fucking rhythm, and then that pisses me off.
So if I went next and then she did it, that would have been a big deal.
True. Okay. Welcome back. We are playing another game because I'm great at moderating these. This is my shit here.
We're letting Gina take over the show, and Gina likes to play games.
She is a professional gamer.
Yeah. So the game is called Best Story Wins. It's from our friends over at DSS, the ones who made Drunk Stone Stupid. They sent me a bunch of games, and I was like, these are fun. Like, just send me all these because these will be fun for our podcast. And it's a game called Best Story Wins, where I pull a topic card, and each of us tells a story that either happened to them or that they know of. And whoever has the best story wins the card. And whoever at the end has the most cards wins. Now, I went and I pulled a bunch of cards, so you guys don't have to see us like shuffling through cards that are irrelevant to us. I went and pulled a bunch of cards that I feel that we would have stories for and very interesting stories for. And some of these might be really embarrassing, but it'll be fun to listen to. So
I'm going to preface this by saying I have terrible memory recall.
Same.
So if I kind of back out of 1 or 2, I just really can't remember.
That's fine. That's fine. Or you can tell other people's stories. Or if one person doesn't have it, we'll choose between the other two.
Okay.
All right. First card says, the weirdest moment that involved urine that was not my own.
Oh, I really don't want to tell this.
She has a story.
I have a story for this, but I don't really want to say it out loud.
Oh, I want to hear this.
Just in case anyone that I know in my life actually hears this.
You can change the name of said person's urine story.
So a girl I knew. I can't tell this. I can't tell the story.
Come on.
I can't tell this publicly. I'll tell you guys after.
Do you have one?
Oh shit, I was so invested in her, I wasn't even thinking. Urine, that wasn't my urine.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep thinking of cat pee. I don't know why.
It could be.
Or my baby's pee.
Yeah. He accidentally peed on you or something?
No, it's funny because both of my kids have peed on themselves. Like, it's pretty funny.
Because you have boys.
Ew,
Yeah.
My little
Isaac.
brother does that. Like when they lay on the changing table,
exactly.
they
Yeah.
Like
pee it. They just
infant.
start peeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that's not good enough. We need a good one. I'm trying to think
that's
of
all I
another
can
one.
think of when
I
it
have
comes to
one.
pee.
It was New Year's one day, and we had just all gotten back from our New Year's celebration, and we were all like we got an Airbnb to crash in. I was sleeping on the couch, and my guy friend was sleeping on the other couch, and it was just me and him in the living room. We were drinking that night, and in the middle of the night, because I can't sleep, in the middle of the night, he got up, and I was like, oh shit, what's up, dude? You okay? And he didn't respond. He was mumbling. And he walked over to the dresser.
I thought he was going to pee on you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Imagine I'll punch his dick off. He walked over to the dresser, unzipped his pants, and just started peeing on the dresser. He was like drunk sleepwalk peeing.
I have a similar story to that.
Yeah. And I was like, oh fuck, what is he doing? I ran to the bathroom, I grabbed a bunch of towels.
You cleaned his pee?
I didn't pee, but I like laid it down while he was peeing.
Oh my God.
And he was like peeing on the towel also. And I like grabbed more towels and I threw it on there, and he like drunkenly stumbled back to bed and fell asleep.
Whose place was this?
It was an Airbnb.
Oh my God.
And I was like trying to prevent my friends from getting like fined or whatever. So I like...
Was it an Airbnb that we put in our names?
No. Thank God. This was in the Bay Area. And then the next morning he woke up and I was like, dude, do you remember what you did? He's like, no. And I showed him and I told him.
The pee blankets?
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
I was
like, he's like, oh my God. And I was like, I'm not going to say anything. Like, I don't want to embarrass him in front of his friends. He's like, thank you. But then here I am telling it on podcast.
Well,
but
no
I
one
didn't say
knows
the name.
No one knows who it is.
Yeah, so it's
one
fine.
of my ex-boyfriends. Like we got so wasted one night, and we were just staying in his room, and I just remember he got up and he peed in his trash can.
Well, I did it myself.
Oh,
and it wasn't sleeping. I just really had to pee, but I couldn't go to the bathroom, and my sister was like, "Just pee in the trash." But she was just like helping my other sister who was also really drunk. And she was the one sober one. So she was just pissed that like she had to babysit us. I was 13, by the way. Like,
Jesus.
So fucking yeah. Me and my sister, we got so wasted off of like these quinceañera tequilas. So like over there in Guadalajara, everyone like for as a gift or what are they called? Like a goodie bag kind of thing or what are they called? Like whatever, you know, like
favor bag.
That one,
yeah.
like as a favor or favor or whatever for quinceañeras, they give guests tequilas that are.
It's a 15-year-old's birthday party.
Yeah, but this is in Guadalajara where it's the town, like the state of Jalisco. Tequila is in that state of Jalisco, so they get bottles of tequila as favors, and it has like the girl's birthday on it and like her face and like her name, whatever. It's like personalized to the girl. The point is, my grandma she has a collection of them in her like cupboard from all the quinceañeras she's been to. So then my sister and I grabbed one and we just got we finished half the bottle between me, me and her.
God, that sounds awful.
And
as
that was
a teenager too.
That was the first time I was getting drunk too. Like,
your first time?
Yeah, the first time.
Yeah.
And yeah, for years,
my mouth is watering, like the back of my throat.
No, for years, if I even just thought of the word tequila, it made me want to throw up. But anyway, so yeah, I was just so wasted, and we were in the bedroom trying to be so quiet because we didn't want my grandma to know that we were so drunk. And I had to pee, but in order to pee, I had to get out and like possibly get caught. You didn't want to get in trouble. My grandma. Yeah. So my sister's like, just pee on in the trash can, and I was wearing these high-waisted pants that had like a million buttons, and I couldn't unbutton them in time, so I just sat in the trash can and I just peed in my pants.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I was just like, well, here we are.
So you peed through the denim.
Yeah. Okay. Through my black high-waisted million button pants.
Oh my God.
And I remember my dad had just given me money too. He gave me like $200 and I had them in my back pocket.
Oh no.
And they disappeared. I don't know, because I left my pants there and my grandma washed them or something.
Someone took
my $200.
Your cousin stole your money?
Yeah, or something. But anyway, the next morning was my flight back home, and it was like at 7 a.m. And I had
hungover.
I was so hungover. So the previous day, the day that we got drunk, it was my uncle's birthday party, and they had made bionicos, which is like this fruit dish that you put like.
I was thinking bionicles. Y'all are making little robots.
It's like condensed milk over fruit and like toppings. So it was really bomb. Anyway, the next day when we're heading towards the airport, I keep throwing up, and my other uncle, not the one that was his birthday party, my other uncle was like, "You're fucking hungover, aren't you?" And he's like, "Estás cruda, no?" And I'm like, No, uncle, just the bionicos just were really bad. Like I keep throwing up the bionicos. Like they just hit me really bad. He's like,
how would that even be a possible answer? It was the dessert.
Yeah. That was my 13-year-old excuse. And he's like, "You're fucking."
He's like, "I don't buy it."
Oh my God.
And then I was like, and I kept throwing up, right? So I threw up on the jacket. So in the airport, in the plane, I just smelled like vomit.
Oh God, no. Okay, you know what?
Bad.
Maybe it's okay. Technically, it's
not your own pee.
Yeah.
So I think she disqualifies. But that was a better story.
It was a better story. I'll give you that card.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
even though it
pissed
didn't
your
count.
Pants. Yeah. vomited in front of family, and lost money. You can have that
Yeah,
one. You keep that
That's one hell of a fucking story.
Yeah, Jesus.
And underage.
My story,
And underage.
my story might have won, but I'm not gonna tell it. So I'll
God
sit
damn
this
it.
one out.
Wait, can we pause and then tell this off camera?
I'll tell you when we're for sure off camera.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay, fine.
Because Casey's like, damn it.
Yeah, Casey's
Sorry,
gonna
I
hear
was trying to look out for you, babe.
I'm so curious about the story now. All right, next one. My most memorable high school dance story.
High school dance?
Mhm.
Like the dances at the high school?
Mhm.
Gosh.
I only went to one.
I have one. It was homecoming, I think junior or senior year, and I was going with my friend Alvin, who like we were kind of flirting back and forth like the year before. So for homecoming, we went together, and I had gone to the bathroom. Okay, no, wait, yeah. Okay, so let's preface this. Beginning of the school year, there's a new girl that came to school. Her name was Lucy, I think. And she was like, I felt bad for her. She was like this sweet girl. So I showed her around. I introduced her to people. And, you know, she was my friend. And then homecoming comes and Alva and I go to homecoming together. And I was like, okay, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. I come out and he's dancing with Lucy. And I was like,
Okay.
what the fuck?
He said, oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Oh, what the fuck, bitch?
You know, because like in high school, like when you go to dances together, you don't like dance with other girls or
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
guys, you know, like what's the
This
Like,
ain't a
that's the whole
wedding.
point of your date.
exactly being my date. And I was standing there for a little bit, like, and he kept on dancing with her. I was like, okay, that's it. And
You're about to go pull some hair?
no, so I left.
You just
And-
left?
Yeah, I left. I lived like really close to my high school. I just went home.
Okay.
And then like a week later at school, she was like, after school, we were standing on the steps and she was like, hey, I heard that you're mad at me. And then I was like, yeah, because you danced with my date, even though you knew that I liked him. We were like, you and I were friends. I told you, and you were dancing with my date. Like, that's really fucked up, dude. What the fuck is your problem? She started crying. And I was like, all right, whatever. I don't know whatever happened to her afterwards. I don't remember seeing her anymore. But
She killed herself after
Oh,
that.
God.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, you're a bully, and she killed herself. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
She probably like moved schools or something. She's like, I can't deal with this high school.
Oh my God. But Alva and I, like, we're friends now. Sometimes he'll pop into my chat and stream, and I'll call him out in front of my whole chat, like, oh, you motherfucker, you want to show your face here?
Yeah.
Wait, how did
After
he
what
react?
you did today.
Like, how did he react after you left, or like what happened?
He apologized. He was really sweet about it. He's like, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. But then my crush for him died after that. We were just friends afterwards. But like we're friends, you know, now. He pops in the chat every once in a while. I just
So
give him
what
shit.
happened where you used to see a red flag and then just fall off, and then now you see a red flag and you stick around?
Trauma and drugs. So now I just give him shit whenever he comes in the chat. He's like, you're never gonna let this down or let me live this down. I'm like, nope. Mm-mm. I can be 80 years old. You show up to my weddings later on or something. I don't know. At the fucking
Don't you
elderly
dare
home.
dance with anyone else,
Yeah.
even at my own wedding.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you?
He's like dancing with your grandma. You're like, how dare you?
Your grandma's name was Lucy.
I leave my wedding.
You're like, I'm going home. It's right down the street.
I live right by my wedding.
Yeah, so that's my my dance
Your high
story.
school dance story.
God damn.
High school? Wait, it has to be high school because I have a middle school story.
Yeah, that works.
I mean, not really a story.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just a memory. Like, I remember going to my 8th grade dance and fuck, I think about it now and I'm like, holy shit, we were so young doing this. But do you remember back in the day when people used to, like, they call it twerking now, but like grinding?
Grinding?
Yeah, grinding.
I
Grinding.
know.
There's definitely grinding going on.
Now that I
for
think
sure.
about it, we were doing that in middle school. That's
It's so weird to think about
Middle school.
Yeah. Middle school and even, I don't know, freshmen in high
I
school
remember
too.
feeling like tiny little boners at
Yeah.
the fucking dance. And
They
I'm
weren't
like,
all tiny either. But they were in high school and so was I.
I remember girls
no, I'm thinking,
bragging.
I'm talking about middle school girl.
I remember
That's what
girls
I'm like, middle
bragging
school's-
about it in middle school, like, oh yeah, I was grinding on him and I felt him get hard. And like now that I think about it, I'm like, oh, y'all are 12.
Yeah.
Like you weren't even ready to have that inside of you. Shut up.
Yeah, you've only
No.
been able to get bonus for like a year. Stop. It's fucking weird, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes me feel so uncomfortable.
It
is Yeah.
really
Rethinking
weird.
that, especially like me at this age, where it feels
Ugh.
like it feels wrong to remember that
Yeah.
at that age. It's so weird.
That's why, like, my dad would be like, no, your brother, like, wouldn't watch porn or whatever. He's only 12 years old. I'm like,
That's when they start.
Yeah.
hello?
Oh, I have another dance memory. So the only high school dance I went to was my freshman winter formal.
That's
And
it? Just one
the
dance
only
the
dance
whole
I
time?
went
Oh.
to my whole, well, I missed a whole year out of the 4 years.
Yeah.
It was my second half of sophomore and my first half of junior. I was in Mexico. So I missed a good chunk of regular high school. And anyway, so that dance that I went to, I went with my friend and his name was Ibsen. And so Ibsen was like,
That's a noise.
huh?
That's a certain noise.
Noise?
It's a
Ibsen?
sound.
Ibsen?
It's not a name. It's an onomatopoeia. But go ahead. Yeah.
Well, he was really nice, like super kind. And I think it's in the Bible. Or
Oh.
something.
What the fuck? How is that an onomatopoeia?
I'm saying it's a weird sounding name. It
Ibsen.
might as well just be a noise.
It sounds like Gibson.
Oh yeah, Gibson.
Yeah.
So anyway, he was like super gentlemanly. He got me my corsage and everything. Like we a whole bunch of friends got a limo, and my winter formal was at Knott's Berry Farm, so we got to have the whole park for us and ride the rides, and it was really fun. But the part that I kind of like giggle a little bit, and it's really immature, but it's the fact that he was significantly shorter than me.
Oh.
So during our photos, because you take pictures, they had him stand on a box, I think.
He was like on an apple box.
Like on an apple box, and had me step back. Oh wait, step back,
Step forward.
forward.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't remember.
I
The
think
one
he
to
steps
make
forward, tall person steps back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had to like play some tricks to like make him look like at a
You should
higher
have just
height.
gotten on your knees.
He wasn't that short.
You're kidding.
And he also had a cast too, by the way, which was just like really a memorable photo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's such a dorky high school kid or middle school kid. They
Yeah,
have a
but I
cast.
look back on that dance and thinking like that was really special because it was my only high school dance that I went to, and also like just with him, like just being so much shorter than me, but also with his cast, like dancing with his cast was like kind of awkward, but
Yeah.
I don't know, it was kind of cool. And years later, and it gets kind of sad, but years later,
Here we go.
killed himself.
Sorry.
Here we go.
he did die.
Oh, fuck me. God damn it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Great.
he was in a motorcycle accident.
Oh,
And
That's
he
why you don't
died
ride
so-
motorcycles.
He died so
Yeah.
young. I think he was
That's
like
sad.
23, 4 or something.
Yeah.
Really
Aw,
young.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
It's like an endearing memory, like a sweet
Yeah,
memory.
it
Yeah.
was so when I have my shoebox of pictures, every time I come across my little winter formal picture, I'm always like, oh, rest
Aw.
in peace, Ibsen.
Mm.
Yeah.
No motorcycles.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Who gets that card? Damn it. I feel like you should get the card out of like...
Wait, what's your high school story?
I don't really. So I went to like 2 dances every year. So I've been to like 8 high school dances, and I don't remember anything fucking interesting happening at any of them. I was like on the homecoming court my junior year. I
What
think.
is that? That
Like-
sounds familiar.
Oh, like
what is it?
homecoming queen, king, runner-up,
There's-
princess, whatever.
So like only the seniors.
Homecoming
Only the-
jester.
only
mhm.
Only the senior class can actually be up for the king or queen, I guess. So there's like there's a whole court of people that are like freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors get voted in by the high school to just be on the court. But then only the senior level people could win
So
the whatever.
You just get court.
I think you're just courted, I guess. So you're like on the court for, I don't know what the fuck the point of it was.
Is
I
it you
honestly
and
don't
your
know.
date?
Well, like you pick a date, like whoever gets voted in then picks their date. So then of course
Oh.
I picked a basketball player that I was dating at the time, but nothing, I don't remember anything interesting happening. Like I just had very basic high school dances. Like there was nothing, like no fun drunk story that I can recall. Nothing.
I
went to
think
a
you get
ton
this
of them,
one
too.
out of sweet, endearing story. That's adorable.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
What was what was yours?
Alvin.
I
and-
vote
Alvin.
Gina.
Yeah.
Really?
Just keep it.
I vote you.
Okay.
He was dancing with some girl. You can
I
at least
know.
get that
I'm gonna
card.
text him now. I mean, fuck you. He's gonna be like, you talked about the story again,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah.
By the way, fuck you for touching
Fuck
her.
you. Yeah.
I saw you put your arm on her shoulder.
Fuck Lucy. Okay, next one.
Like I never saw her again.
What happened to her?
I'm like the
She just
unofficial,
disappeared.
not real girlfriend, but still acting like a girlfriend. Gee, it's been 20 years. What the fuck? A time I snuck in somewhere.
Snuck into somewhere.
I feel like you must have a story to this.
Snuck in somewhere?
Snuck into a movie, snuck into a concert, snuck into a festival, snuck into.
I snuck into a
Ooh.
festival.
Okay.
I literally follow all the rules. Come on.
You're boring.
These games are not good for me. I don't have any like memories of anything cool.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Really?
You didn't sneak in
I
anywhere?
don't
Not even
rec-
sneaking
I don't
back into your
remember.
house?
Oh,
After
yeah.
I
hanging
did
out?
sneak out of my house and then back into my house.
Yeah, that's a story.
There we go.
There's not much of a story
How
to
did you
it
do
though. I just like it was a little more difficult because at the time my dad was dating a woman who had a daughter, and so we had to share a room all of a sudden.
Oh.
So we had 2 beds in my bedroom, and I think she kind of woke up or something, and I was like, she was like in her little stupor of like kind of being awake, like, where are you going? And I had to like basically bribe her not to.
I'm a demon. Go back
telling
to
me.
sleep or I'll kill you.
No,
Damn.
I had to like bribe her not to tell me. But anyway, so I just left and I like went and hung out with my boyfriend and our friends like on the beach, like because I grew up in a beach town, so we just like drove around on the beach and
How fun.
fucked around and had a party. But yeah, and then so I snuck back inside. I don't recall. I don't know if they found out. I don't remember getting in trouble for it. So either I never got in trouble for it or I didn't get into enough trouble to remember.
I snuck into a festival, a rave once. Back then they used to call it Massives.
They
was-
don't call it that no more. Damn,
They're just
you're
called
old.
festivals now.
Wow.
This was 2000.
That sounds so European, but
Massives
or like
Massive.
British.
Going to a massive.
I'm going to a massive.
It was I think 2008. I was like 18 years old, and my friend and I was like had tickets, but we saw how long the fucking line was to get in, and we're like, "Yo, we already took our drugs. It's gonna kick in soon. We had to get inside quick." And then we saw like this group of people like standing by. It was like these fences with like security guards standing inside, and like me and a group of people and like me and my friend and a group of people kind of like we all kind of had the same idea. We saw him. We were like, hey, what if each of us gave you like 10 or 20 bucks and you just let us in through the back here? And he's like, yeah. Because it's like, they're like 20
He's like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, he's like, I don't give a fuck. You can literally burn this place down. He wouldn't care, you know? So
He's
we
like,
gave
I
him
have
money.
no loyalty to these people.
Exactly. So
They underpay me severely.
This is my first day. He doesn't care about those people.
Yeah.
So yeah, we gave him the money and then he opened up the gate, but he didn't tell the people, the rest of the security that was beyond us or beyond him.
Oh. He's like, you're gonna have to pay them too.
Yeah. So they started chasing us, and it was me and my friend Tony. Tony and I started fucking running, and we ran into the LA Coliseum, which is it's like amphitheater seating, right? So we run in and we run towards the seats and just sit down. And then the security guard ran past us.
Nice. The
How about you?
adrenaline you must have felt in that moment. Like, oh my God.
I like your
plus the
sneaking
drugs.
story.
Getting chased.
And drugs. I like yours, the one that you told me when you snuck back into your house and your mom was sleeping on your bed waiting for you.
That one's funny. But I do have other sneaking in stories. So I've snuck into the Vatican.
What?
Yeah, Casey and I, we were there.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it was so cool.
Going to hell.
Blasphemous. Blasphemous.
No, so we were in Italy and we did an entire backpacking tour throughout all of Italy. It was so fun. It was like 2 weeks that we were gone. And so finally we made it to Rome. And then this was already towards the end of our trip. So we're tired. We're like, oh my God, let's just knock out these sightseeing places. Like, let's just chill. So somehow it ended up being on Easter weekend. And so at the Vatican, it's literally like Christmas and Easter. That's like the busiest times of the year with the most amount of people from all over the world that get there. And so the entire like plaza is completely packed with people, like super mega fucking packed, clearly pre-COVID. And so it was insanely packed. And so we could hear like the church bells and like the Pope giving like the sermon or whatever they call it, like the church thing, the mass, that's what it's called.
Massive.
That's another massive.
She stuck into a massive also.
Wow, you guys' stories are so similar.
Yeah, and so like he finishes the mass and he goes inside, so I didn't get to see the Pope. But as everyone's like leaving, the gates were open for like a sea of people. And so Casey and I were like, fuck, they're going to close the gates and we're not going to be able to get in after like this, because people are like, okay, yeah, everyone's going home. So then we went around and there's like, at the Vatican, there's like a whole bunch of columns and it's a circle. So like as soon as you pass one column, like you can't see the other one. So like you kind of lose the sight of the security guards at the gate. So then we went past a few columns and we're like, okay, let's do it. Let's jump it. So we jumped the fence and we're like, oh my God, we snuck into the Vatican. So we got to go inside and saw like St. Peter's Basilica, and it was massive.
Yeah.
It was freaking huge. Like the biggest church I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm like, how did humans build this?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Especially so long ago.
Yeah. So no, it was really cool though. We still got to like at least go in, experience it and see it. Because yeah, as like they were waiting for the sea of people to leave, like we got to experience viewing everything. Oh, we also saw the Sistine Chapel.
Oh.
During that time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was all because we snuck in. Like they weren't letting. Oh, I remember. You had to have a ticket in order to get in.
Mm-hmm.
These tickets were free, but you had to have a ticket to go in.
Mm-hmm.
And they were no longer
For what
having.
reason?
Just to, I guess, keep track of how many people are there.
Oh.
Like to like crowd control, I
Yeah.
guess. But because it was already like the day of and like that moment.
Bunch
like,
of people had already left, so you counterbalanced it.
Yeah. That's why we had to sneak in, because we didn't have a ticket, even though they were free.
Okay, so I think Tiff wins because 1, she committed a grand cardinal sin. 2,
Grand
she's going to
cardinal
hell.
sin.
And 3, she committed an international crime. So that's all
An
you.
international crime.
That's all you.
Thank you.
They're gonna
I just-
come extradite you back to the
I
Vatican
know. Trial you for your
for
fucking
that
crime.
free ticket.
And plus, like, you get to experience something fucking cool.
Yeah.
You
that
know?
was
I'm too
sick.
much of a rule follower to break in. I don't know. I think it just feels
Really?
like like
No.
the idea of trespassing to me is like scary.
You know, we also broke more rules when we were looking at the Sistine
You guys
Chapel.
banged in there.
We weren't allowed to take
Okay.
pictures, but we
Oh.
kept sneaking pictures.
Oh
You're
shit!
not allowed to take pictures in there?
Nope,
Oh.
they don't let you take pictures.
Interesting.
But I have a ton of selfies with the Sistine Chapel.
Worth it.
Just going to hell.
Does your probiotic contain clinically studied strains? Meet one that does. Ritual Symbiotic Plus contains 2 of the world's most studied strains with over 350 publications of human clinical trials. I chose Ritual and Symbiotic Plus because I like to take care of my lady parts and my guts, and it helps out a lot. So what makes a component so clearly Ritual? They're science-backed and research-stacked, especially when stacked up against the leading direct-to-consumer and top-selling probiotics on the market. It's more than a probiotic. It's a 3-in-1 with clinically studied prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics to support a balanced gut microbiome. The best part is it's only 1 daily capsule for simple, streamlined gut support, and it tastes like mint. You also don't need to refrigerate this. It's designed with moisture-controlled bottle technology to protect probiotic strains. Symbiotic Plus and Ritual are here to celebrate and not hide your insides. There's no more shame in your gut game. That's why Ritual is offering listeners 10% off during your first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/bigmood to start Ritual or add Symbiotic Plus to your subscription today. Again, that's ritual.com/bigmood for 10% off your first 3 months.
All right, and now I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Studs. Oh my goodness, they have the cutest earrings ever. They sent us over, and I am so obsessed. I literally have not removed my mini chunky Huggies since I received them. They're gold and they're so cute. They're so durable, and these earrings are so comfortable. I've literally been wearing them to sleep. I shower with them. They have not faded. They are so high quality. I highly recommend them. And it's pretty cool because Studs also have locations around the US where you can actually go and get yourself pierced. So if you're really afraid of getting a first-time piercing, you don't need to fear, because they only use single-use needles. They never use guns, so it's way safer and way better, especially for advanced piercings as well. Studs earrings are made from high quality materials which won't turn your skin green. Plus, they're lightweight and durable enough for you to wear them all the time like I've been. And you can even sleep and work out in them as well, like I've mentioned. I am such a big fan of these earrings. Studs has over 250 styles of hoops, huggies, studs, cuffs, and dangles. And they pierce way more than just lobes, so it's easy to create a statement look, or something you can keep in every day, starting at just $10 per earring. Studs is reimagining the piercing experience for each and every ear. You want to refresh your look with a new piercing or need pro styling advice? You can shop online or stop into Studs in LA, New York City, Austin, Nashville, Miami, Boston, or Seattle, with more locations coming soon. Right now, Studs is offering our listeners 20% off your first purchase when you go to studs.com/bigmood. Go to studs.com/bigmood for 20% off your first purchase. That's studs.com/bigmood and get yourself some cute earrings or a new piercing.
Biggest waste of money.
Oh, I do that. Okay, I got something.
Yeah,
Hold on,
let's
see.
hear this.
Biggest waste of money. Gosh, I don't know. I've spent on a lot of stuff. What do you consider a waste, though? Because, like, if you
True.
get some fun out of it, or if you're enjoying yourself.
I guess, like, if you look back at it now, like, ugh, what did I fucking buy that for? Stupid.
I have a lot of those.
Oh yeah, you're like the fucking Kickstarter queen, dude.
I am.
Oh yeah.
I spend money on the dumbest things that I think is like, cool, this is next level. It's going to make my life so much easier.
Is
And then,
there anything else that's still outstanding? Because we know your peanut butter pump never came in. Is there
That's
anything
I'm
else?
hilarious.
still getting email updates from this man promising me my pump. I've changed my address 3 times in like the fucking 5 years
Holy
since I paid
shit.
for it. Yeah, I'm still
Wow.
Anything
hopeful
else?
I'm
Are
gonna
there
get
any
my
other-
peanut butter pump.
Any other wasteful Kickstarter?
Yeah, so the one that pisses me off the most is this it's this carry-on suitcase that I bought that like the only thing it did is that I could sit on it. Like I don't know why I bought it.
It had a little stool.
I don't know why I bought it. Oh no, there's another one that pisses me off too. But yeah, this one it was just like a hard case carry-on luggage that you can sit on. But to open it, I broke so many fucking nails trying to open this stupid ass suitcase. It was the dumbest thing ever. And then plus I sit on it and because you're supposed to sit on it and be able to roll. Like yourself though, you have to kick yourself.
Excuse me.
This is
Tiff.
before
You have to fucking
yeah, this is
yourself?
before the electric one came out. So I was like really like early adopter.
Yeah.
And it didn't like it kind of sunk a little bit. Like it was a piece of shit. It was a piece of shit product.
Yeah.
Another one was like these earbuds that I paid for like $200 that are supposed to be like translating. Like it's supposed to translate. Languages?
I think I've seen that commercial.
Yeah,
on
I
the-
don't know.
It doesn't work.
This was years ago. Well, the thing is, it's so stupid because you have to have an app, right, for this thing to work. But if you're speaking to someone else, they also have to have the
Oh,
app.
that's dumb.
Where I'm like, the fuck? I wanted like real, because the way they sell it is like real time translating. And now I think the technology is probably there, maybe. I don't know. But years ago, like at least like 5-6
that
years
was way
ago,
too ahead of its time.
I paid $200 for these fucking earbuds. They suck.
Ugh.
Yeah. I don't know. There's so many. I have
You're just a
laundry
believer
list.
in technology, though.
Yeah, I believe in innovation.
Your money on shitty products though, like pushes technology forward.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you're willing to pay
Yeah.
for shit like that and like give people an incentive to like try new things, beta test things.
Yeah.
It moves their world forward. So it's not a total.
You know,
waste.
a lot of these products that I wasted my money on was back when I used to look at Facebook. Like I never open the app anymore because it's
like
garbage.
The
victim of Facebook advertising.
Yeah, like those Facebook ads really got me. And now it's Instagram ads. Like my nursing cover. But no, this nursing cover is on point. I fucking love it so much. But yeah, I bought it because of an Instagram ad. Ads just get me. And it scares me because I'm like,
a great consumer. You're the
stop.
best target.
You're the best
Dude, ever since I
consumer.
was a child, and you know how like the jingles that they would have in the commercials, I memorized every single one. I would always try to get my mom to purchase things all the time. And then when Isaac was getting to that age, and he's like, "Hey mom, check this out! Like there's this really cool thing," and I'm like, "Oh my son,
Yeah.
you're so my son."
We
'Cause
are related.
And now
I'm
you
like-
have 500 tapes of Kids Bop. That's
No,
where
my
it
mom
gets
would
you.
never buy anything.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can't wait till I'm an adult. I'm gonna buy all these things, and I did.
That's adorable.
I think my waste of money now, it's like, why'd I buy all those designer shit for? It's like, it's,
Yeah.
Isn't it like an
dumb.
investment?
My Chanel is. Everything else
Things
isn't.
that you can resell,
Mhm.
but
Chanel always like appreciates in value. That's fine, but like other shit, like my Gucci bag's useless. I don't know what the fuck
useless.
they don't appreciate in value.
Well, maybe not appreciate, but they don't entirely lose their value.
I don't
right?
even care about them anymore. Or like, yeah, they don't.
You could probably sell them for like 70% or
Probably.
60%.
But now I'm like, I don't really give a shit about designer stuff anymore. I don't know why the fuck I was like caught up in the hype of buying like expensive, fancy shit. Just dumb. And now I just carry holsters around all day. I haven't worn my
Yeah.
purses in so long.
They're all
Yeah.
dusty. You
Yeah.
could sell them
You
on like
should.
OfferUp or ThreadUp or whatever
True.
those fucking things are.
Something up.
What was yours?
Big waste of money. I don't know, cause like I've blown money for sure,
Mhm.
but I always felt like
Money well spent.
money well spent. Yeah, even though it wasn't necessarily. I
But
guess
to
it
you.
depends on your. I mean, there's like when I look back at like certain ways that I've decorated my apartments, where I like months later hated it and then like had to
Yeah.
kind of like from scratch, like kind of like where I was like finding myself and like my style. I feel like I definitely wasted a lot of money on like interior decorating stuff, and I see that you have never wasted money on that because you don't decorate at all.
I don't. The thing is, I really want to.
You
but
just
the
had
thought
a
of
burner.
it-
I know.
Like you
Yeah.
had to fucking
just toss me under the bus real quick.
Yeah.
No, I hate the way my room looks like because like my aesthetic changed too.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous of the fact though, like I went through all these phases, these growth phases of like trying to figure out my style, and you didn't kind of like you haven't yet. Like you haven't gone through like burning thousands of dollars, like, oh, I hate this couch now, or like I hate this artwork now, or like that's one thing that I can see because like in my style, I feel like it changes so fast too. And maybe it's just because trends change so fast where I'm like, I have yet to like build a space that I love. Like everything in my apartment now, if I could just like wash it all out and like start over again, I would. But then that's thousands of dollars for beds, couches, artwork, like all this stuff. It's so expensive. And so that's probably the one thing where I'm like kind of frustrated that I did spend money on.
Yeah.
Because like my cars, like I had that BMW for a little while, but like because I got such a good deal on it, when I turned it back in, I got all this money back. So basically like I drove it for 6 or 7 months and it was like $800 or $900 a month for the payment, but then when I got it back, I got like $6,000 or $7,000 back. So it's like I basically didn't even pay for anything the whole time. It was like a wash, right? Like so I got to drive this really nice car and got all this money back. So there's things where there's places I've spent money, blown money, but yeah, I think it's probably the interior decorating one, but that's not like a very fun, wasteful experience that would make a fun story.
No, I feel it. I want to get out my whole entire room right now, but the thing that holds me back from spending all this money is because I'm simply too lazy.
But that's a good thing, I think, because it's like this is a rental house. This is not like
it's not
when
home.
you buy, if you buy like a nice condo or if you buy a house or whatever you get, like you're gonna have a reason to, and then it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
And you're not wasting that money now on these like temporary.
I'm just gonna have a single mattress on the floor. At least we can resell our stuff. You can't because you don't even get them.
Wait, what?
Yours is embarrassing. All
Yours
of your
is embarrassing.
Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ours we can get like maybe a little bit of money back. But
I can still sell my shit.
peanut butter pump.
I can sell my shit
I
in
still
the
don't have my
neighborhood.
peanut butter pump.
Yeah.
The day I get it, oh my god.
It's not happening.
The day she gets
He's just smoking cigarettes somewhere,
I
like
know.
watching TV.
No,
he's not
'cause
working on
he's
it.
like an old white dad who's like just really passionate about his pump. And
There's no reason why it can't work. He just can't get it to work.
No. It's not that it's not working. Is that the parts? See, I sound like his representative.
Why are you sticking up for this man?
Yeah.
Who stole your money?
His updates are so thorough, and I think I only spent like $40 on this pump. Like it wasn't like $100. Like it wasn't a lot of money.
Yeah.
But the amount of effort to steal $40 from me is like not.
You're like impressed by the stories he's able to tell of why he
I
can't
believe him.
He's
give that money back.
my kid just broke his leg, so I have to. It's always something.
No, it's always about the product updates from China that were because he's getting parts over there, and then COVID did like a huge stop on the production. So I don't know. It seems like we're close to the finishing line.
Now.
I really hope that I finally get my peanut butter pump.
The day she gets it, she finds out she's allergic to peanut butter.
Stupid.
All of a sudden,
I've gone through, those Costco size pump, because that's what this pump is for. It's like for the big jars. I've gone through like 6 of them already, and since I purchased this pump, and I'm like, all the fucking scraping. I didn't have to scrape if I just got my pump.
Okay. Worst haircut I've ever received.
Oh, I know exactly.
worst haircut?
I have 2 actually.
Okay.
There's 2 worst haircuts. So one when I was a child, my mom cut my hair like an actual man, like a boy. Like
you had a shave, like you had a fade?
I had, well, not a fade because this is the 90s, so they didn't really do fades then. I think I have a photo somewhere, but she cut it so short that I remember that I was because I had curls too. Like when I was little, I had these really beautiful curls, and I don't remember why she cut it, but she did. And then we went to go take pictures at a photo studio with my cousin because we had similar dresses. Like someone bought us dresses or something. And I remember just crying the whole time because I'm like, I look like a boy. Oh, and then also my curls just never came back. Like after that haircut, my curls didn't come back the same way. Like now it's kind of wavy, but I don't know how to take care of my hair in order to bring out the curls. I've heard of the curly girl method.
Oh yeah.
But I just haven't done it. But anyway,
you probably could, if you.
I could probably get my curls
like
out
Nikki
again.
Blades. curls, I feel like your hair probably could do that.
Yeah. And then the second bad haircut was that year that I lived in Mexico when I was 15, my sister was going to esthetician school.
Oh no.
And so she used me as a model once. So what she did was she dyed my hair bright red, but the way she parted my hair was like if you picture like a star with the 5 points, like the star, like the fifth point was supposed to be in the back.
Yeah.
But for some reason, she put it in the front. So then I had like bright red bangs. and then, okay, so it's a star, right? And then a circle.
I mean, this idea is just so trashy. To
Glob it on with the rest of us.
Like, it sounds pretty cool, though. Okay, so look, it's a star, right? And then you get a circle. Oh my God, why can't I explain this? The inside of the circle and the bottom of the star is the same color. So it's like a black or a dark brown. But the points are all bright red.
Yeah.
So it looks like streaks when you have your hair down. But she put the fifth point right here. So it was like bright red right in my face. So that was the dye job.
Yeah.
Now the haircut, what she did is like she created a mushroom in my hair.
Wow.
So it was so puffy up here.
Wow.
And down here was like, it was almost like a mullet. Like, it looked really bad.
Please tell me you have photos.
I don't have a picture.
Oh, come on.
I don't have a picture, but I was sobbing.
Oh my
after
God.
she cut my hair.
That sounds
I was
like the ugliest shit I've
I was
ever
like,
heard.
I was crying so much, and I felt like now I kind of feel bad because she was just, she's a student, she was trying to learn, whatever.
Yeah.
But I was crying so much. I'm like, this is the worst haircut of my life.
Oh my God.
I was like, I look like a mushroom.
Like a poison red mushroom.
Yeah, literally. Oh man, I wish I had pictures.
Awesome. God, I wish you had pictures. That
I
sounds
don't.
horrific.
Yeah, it was
Holy
bad.
shit.
And it took forever for that. So, like, you know how I had the thin part was like above my shoulders. So to get hair to grow past your shoulders, like for me at least, it would take forever to get my hair to grow past. So I literally felt like I had like a mushroom hairstyle for like the longest time. It was bad.
You were dealing with that for like 6 months or more.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And they can dye it back to brown?
Oh yeah, because she bleached it to get it that bright red. She was like, if I dye it, like it's gonna fry your hair or something. I don't know. Like she was learning something. But yeah, I was just like, wow, I have to walk. Oh wait, I think I do have a picture of it.
Please, for
oh
the
shit,
love of God.
I think I do. Let me pull it up.
Okay, while you're doing
You have
that,
it on your phone?
Yeah, because it's in my photo bucket.
That's
I just
amazing.
had my mom for some reason cut my hair really short, and then I had these really short bangs, so it was just like an ugly, like, kind of like a bold mullet-y kind of looking thing, typical. No, it wasn't that funny though.
Yeah, I had the same thing. Short all the way up to my earlobes.
I think we just all had that shitty fucking short.
Yeah. And then like they would cut the bangs. I was like, oh shit, it's not even. And they cut it shorter. Oh, shit, it's
Yeah.
not even.
Oh,
And they keep
no.
going. So it's like all the way up here. But the worst part is my aunt left a fucking rat tail.
I remember this rat tail
Oh,
you're
yeah,
talking
the rat
about.
tail.
God, fuck the rat tail, dude. I cried for days until she
Damn.
finally cut it off. Who the hell decides to give a little girl a rat tail? And the
That
funny
sounds kind of hot.
no, when you're like 6 years old. And then I remember I finally got her to cut it off. And this is like the weirdest story. I finally got her to cut it off. And I go to school and this girl named Ellen tells me, hey, my cousin thinks you're really cute because he loves girls with rat tails. And I was like, fuck! Fuck this place. But I remember
the rat tail was actually kind of cool.
yeah. But I remember like during that week that I had the rat tail, we would, like how at school assemblies you sit on the floor, and then so I would sit on the floor, but I was so afraid of people seeing my rat tail. I would sit like this the whole time.
Tuck
So
it
people
in
are
your
like,
shirt.
something's wrong with her neck.
Yeah,
Tuck it in the back of your shirt, and then the rest of your hair is back there too.
just covering
touching
it. Yeah, because I was so embarrassed and like I was so sore because it was such a long assembly. I sat there the whole time. It was fucking dumb.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Those are both pretty fucking rough.
That's really funny.
I mean, yours is fucked up. You're a fucking red mushroom,
Mushroom
dude.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find the pictures. I just
Maybe
have
you
so many
can-
sub albums. I don't know where.
Maybe
I feel
you
so
can,
bad with all
give
these
it to-
cards
give
that
it
she's
to
getting.
No,
Casey.
you keep
No,
it.
you-
Rat tail girl.
Had a red
You had
mullet
a fucking,
mushroom.
You had a poisonous mushroom on your head for like a year.
Oh
no
my God.
predator animal would come near you, dude.
I'm not gonna get
Holy
any
shit.
cards in this game. I swear to God.
Oh my god.
Tiff is struggling this
You
game.
guys are struggle bus all the way, man. Crazy stories.
Oh man, I really don't know.
You
how
gotta
I'm gonna
try to
find
look that up, and then like get Casey to put it in post because that
Okay.
is hilarious.
Yeah.
I know I have it in here somewhere.
I want to see
I'll look
it.
later.
I gotta see it.
Did you know that an estimated 5 billion plastic hand soap and cleaning bottles are thrown away each year? That's a lot, guys. And also, most of it's just water, so like it's just really heavy to ship. So why are we doing that? Blue Land has actually come up with a way to fix this problem. They're on a mission to eliminate the single-use plastics by reinventing home essentials that are good for you and the planet. Their innovative tablet refill solution takes up 10 times less space than a traditional bottle, and their powerful formulas keep your home clean and smelling amazing. The idea is simple. Grab one of the beautiful Forever bottles, fill it with warm water, drop in the tablet, and get cleaning. Refills are only $2, and you don't have to buy a new plastic bottle every time you run out. You can even set up a subscription so you never run out, and you save even more when you buy in bulk. They have like almost everything you could think of that you need for your home: hand soap, toilet cleaner, laundry tablets, all the different types of cleaning solutions. I actually love the dishwasher tablets. It's great. I love every single product. With their Clean Essentials Kit, which has everything you need to get started, they come in refreshing signature scents like iris agave, fresh lemon, eucalyptus mint, and for a limited time, the hand soap also comes in some new refreshing scents: strawberry rhubarb, citrus patchouli, and coconut palm. Right now, you can get 15% off your first order when you go to blueland.com/bigmood. That's 15% off your first order of any Blue Land products at blueland.com/bigmood. One more time, that's blueland.com/bigmood.
Next card. Worst job I've ever had.
Worst job.
Oh, I had one. When I was living in Orange County, I used to work at this bar. It's like a Vietnamese bar. It was called Yo Yo Cafe because Vietnamese people name whatever the fuck they want it now. It was run by this woman. We'll call her V. So it was run by this woman and her husband Omar, and he was like the nicest dude, like Filipino dude. You know, I think he was like a pilot or something like that. And she was like this Vietnamese woman in her late 40s, maybe. Like he was so in love with her. They were engaged. He was so in love with her that, you know, he gave her whatever she wanted. So she wanted a Vietnamese bar, like a drinking place. And so I responded to her, like she just opened it up. I responded to her Craigslist posting like, we're opening up this bar. We need waitresses. And I applied for it because I speak Vietnamese fluently. And then so I applied for it, got the job, helped her open the bar, and things were going fine. It was, you know, it's fine. But you know how like, you get that feeling where you just kind of know someone starts to not like you? Mm-hmm. And I was like, it felt like V was starting to not like me, which is like, why? I've been here since day one. I've been helping. And I told one of the other waitresses that, and the waitress went and told her that. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, Jesus.
So V pulls me aside one day. She's like, I heard that you think I don't like you. Yeah, she little fingered me. And she was like, I heard that you think that I don't like you. Why? And I was like, oh, because I feel like you've been treating me different lately. I don't understand why. And she's like, no, I still like you. And then the next week she fired all the girls and brought in new, older, kind of not as great looking girls. And I was like, this is weird. What the fuck's going on? But that didn't work out. So she begged us to come back. So we came back.
She fired you too. You were part of the
firing. She fired me too. But she begged me to come back after like 2 weeks or so. It's because she thought her husband was flirting with all of us, or like we're trying to get at her husband.
The case of the insecure.
Yeah, because it turns out she was cheating on him with one of her customers.
Oh, it was her
my
that
God.
was
Yeah.
fucking...
She's like those messy, drunken, older Vietnamese women that never let go of their younger years.
Oh yeah.
So she would always like be in there drinking with customers and stuff, and like she like started seeing one of them, and that's like, so her guilty conscience made her project.
Yeah.
And that's why she started treating us very differently. And I was like, I knew it. Like, you are treating us differently.
Yeah.
One day we came into work and like it was my time to clock in, but the bar was closed. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is it not open? Like, she's supposed to be there. I looked in the window. It was closed. All the TVs on the walls were gone.
Oh.
And I was like, what's going on? So I called up Omar and I was like, hey, what's going on? It's not open. She ran off with that dude.
Damn.
She came in, she stole everything to sell it.
Wow.
There were times when people would pull up to our restaurant or our bar and be screaming at the car like, you fucking owe us money, bitch, because she had a gambling problem.
Damn.
But here's the crazy thing. That was when I was like 21. when I was 24 years old, I was in Hawaii with my friends. We were hanging out like this local bar, and it was about closing time, but I was still there because my girlfriends were bartenders there. And then in walks 2 people, and I'm just sitting at the bar drinking on my phone, like not really paying attention. And then I hear this fucking annoying laugh that I will recognize that laugh until the day that
It's
I
like
die.
Janice from Friends.
Yes. I look up and it's V and this like younger looking dude. And I look up and I was like, oh my God. She looked at me. She goes, oh my God, Gina. And I was like, what the fuck? And she was drunk and just like laughing it up with this dude. And she was like, I'm so sorry for what I did and blah, blah, blah. Like I had a problem. I was like,
Still do.
And then she's like, I opened up a bikini bar here in Hawaii. Come work for me. I was like, fuck no.
Oh, hell no.
Absolutely not. And then I noticed she had a fat rock on her finger.
Oh.
And then she went to the bathroom. And then the guy was like, hey, so how do you know her? You know, he was really nice. Like, how do you know her? I was like, I used to work for her. He goes, and how'd that go? I was like, it was fucking awful. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, not the greatest person in the world. I'm gonna just let you know that right now because I was drunk.
Yeah.
And then
I'm surprised you didn't tell him the whole story.
I didn't have time. The bitch was in the bathroom. You know, I didn't want to
I
go
would
through the whole
have been
entire
like,
spiel.
listen, so she robbed everything. From
Yeah.
the previous place.
You're all like ready to rat.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, save yourself, man.
Yeah.
Save yourself. I see an innocent person, I want to save them
Yeah.
from horrible
True.
people.
True.
The dude looked so young. He looked like he was in his late 20s or something.
Jesus.
Yikes. Yeah. That's my worst job.
Damn. Yeah, that sucks.
And front desk at a hotel. People in hotels suck.
I think my worst job wasn't a real job. I was just kind of got sucked into selling knives for Cutco. That shit like wrecked. Like I can't stand when people tell me no. So like after I only did it for like 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
I
I heard
heard
the knives were good though.
The knives were pretty good. Like my
so
dad
you'd
bought
walk around
some.
with a briefcase of knives?
Essentially, you don't walk around though. You like make appointments. It's like a pyramid scheme or whatever.
Yeah.
So you obviously like you start with your friends and family and then try
So
to get
you buy all
recommendations.
the knives yourself?
Or they give you like a kit. But yeah, I think it's like you can use their kit, which is like a whole thing, but then like you buy only like 1 or 2 of them, and that's how you kind of buy into it. But then you have like a sample of like the whole thing. But yeah, no, that was pretty shitty. What else
You said I can't stand when people say no. What did you do or say or like?
no, it's just
how-
like you're trying
She
to
holds a knife by
demonstrate
it or else.
you're trying to demonstrate how good the knives work or whatever, and you like have to cut a rope and like show how quickly the knife can cut the like through a fucking piece of rope and like all this bullshit, and they'd be like, okay, well, yeah, I don't know if that I necessarily need like a $500 set of knives right now, and you know, and for me, I'm just like, I need a sale, you know, and like I think at one point like I had
I
done
can't picture you in a sales position.
I know, it's just so bad. And then so at one point I think I did a whole presentation and I had an order in that I thought was going to be pretty good. And then like a few days later, they called me and were like, oh, I spoke to my husband and he said we have to cancel it. And then like that day I quit. I was like, I'm fucking done with this shit.
Yeah. Oh, thank God you didn't put way too much into it.
No, it was only a few
Yeah.
weeks because I was like, I just can't do sales. Like it's probably one of the worst things too. And and also it being like a pyramid scheme type of thing where you like kind of start with people you know. It's
Yeah.
like kind of embarrassing
Yeah.
to like embarrass yourself in front of people that you kind of know. So that sucked. But that was
People
just like,
get so sucked into those. It's crazy. That's all they
Yeah.
post about all the time, everywhere.
Yeah.
you have to like, it's like a cult. Like you
Mhm.
kind of get trapped in this cult mind of like, if you're not making money, it's your fault.
Yeah.
And like
Damn.
everyone is, you know, a potential target for a sale. And that's just so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one of my friends got into like a pyramid scheme. And one day he was like, Gina, what's your dream car? Because I'm going to make it big next month. I'm going to make so much money. I'm going to buy you your car.
Aw,
And I was like,
that's
okay.
sweet.
No,
Wait,
I knew.
did
I
you
knew.
hear what I said?
Delusional.
Huh?
I said that's sweet.
That's sweet.
That's
That's cute, sweet. How cute.
Over here making up words. That's queen.
Cruel. So he's like, yeah, I'll buy you the car of your dreams or whatever, because like I was dating his cousin. He just wanted to help everyone out. Like it was sweet, you know. He's like, next year or next month I'm gonna make so much money. I'm like, okay, cool. Never heard about it again.
Right. Yeah. There's a few people on Facebook. I remember like after I had gone through my pyramid scheme like deal and like kind of realized like, oh, this multi-level marketing shit is just bullshit. Or well, that one, I mean, I guess is probably like one of the least offensive ones because it actually like you are actually trying to sell the knives and
Yeah.
not just get people to sign up to also sell the knives.
Yeah.
Like you physically are trying to sell knives. But like there was another friend of ours like on Facebook who like we could tell he went like head first, like, and he just started going crazy. And me and this other girl would be commenting under his stuff like, hey bro, like I don't know if you realize, but this is just a pyramid scheme. So
Yeah.
you might want to kind of back off of it. And he would just go ape shit, like doing all the
More defensive.
haters, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it was
God.
just like then I couldn't talk to him again after that.
Yeah.
It's terrible because it's predatory and destructive and it destroys communities and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Mhm.
That's true.
Another shitty job that I had was I had to sit at the top of a water slide at this like, because I used to live on an island, right? Like I'm in Port Aransas where I grew up as an island. And so there's like a bunch of little resorts and stuff. So I had to sit at the top of a water slide and make sure the kids go down foot first.
That sounds fun.
That
But
sounds
it
fun.
was I started this job in the winter time.
Oh,
so
why?
it was like the
Who the
pool
fuck
was
goes-
warm. It was
Oh.
like heated or something. So kids were still out there like swimming, but it was like maybe, I don't know, 60 outside. So
damn.
so it would just be like overcast and kind of ugly. And I was up high, right? So it was kind of cold because of the wind.
Oh,
And I'm just
damn.
sitting there in this thing and like I couldn't like really do anything to pass the time. Like I couldn't have a book or anything because like you basically have to always be watching these kids. I wasn't a lifeguard, but I just had to watch them and make sure they go down foot first. I couldn't last like 2-3 weeks at the job either. It was
Damn.
just so fucking boring.
Yeah, that does seem
Yeah,
really
sounds
And the
boring.
weather was terrible when I started it, so I didn't last
Oh yeah, I
at
can
all.
totally picture it now. Yeah, I would want to quit too.
Yeah. just,
Yeah.
like,
No,
terrible.
fuck that.
I don't want to be responsible for any kid's stupid fucking safety.
Yeah. And they're all annoying too. Like
Yeah.
little kids when they're with their friends and they think they're hot
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
They're
God.
just so annoying.
So true.
And like especially little boys are the worst.
Doing Fortnite dances at the top of the fucking
I'm
slide.
just like, oh god, you know.
That's so true.
Oh, you.
I haven't had many jobs in my lifetime.
Must be nice.
Like, cause I've been doing this for the past 10 years.
Mm.
I'm only 30. I started working at 16.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of jobs. Like, I worked at Hometown Buffet.
I thought we were the same age.
No, I'm in my 30s is what I meant to say.
I was like, you're
Sorry.
only 30?
No, I'm in my 30s.
What?
You're like, I thought I was baby.
No, I'm supposed to be baby.
I'm 32. We're
Yeah.
the same age.
I'm 33
No,
now.
wait, I'm 31.
What the fuck?
No, wait,
going on,
32.
Tiff?
Are you Fuck. No,
what
32.
year were you born?
I'm 32. I forgot. It's
1990?
It's 2022, so I'm 32.
What year were
That's
you
how
born?
I remember. 89, but November
Oh,
29
okay,
of
November,
89.
okay, late
so I'm
birthday.
So
literally
you're gonna be
Okay,
33.
I'm gonna be 33
in November.
Yes, in November.
Okay.
Of this year.
You old bitch trying to act like you're 31.
I forgot. No, I always the way I remember my age now is by the year.
Yeah.
Like that's how I know.
You have
that
to
makes
do
sense.
math now?
No,
You
it's
don't-
not math. It's just the year.
If it
30.
ends with
It's
two, then
22.
yeah.
I'm 32.
Yeah.
If it's
23, then the 33.
yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
like in 2008, I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like it's easy to remember because of that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
until November.
yeah, until November.
Okay.
Then that's when. Oh, I used
That's
to
when
say
shit hits the fan and you have no idea how old you are.
no. When I was really little, I remember. I think it was my mom who said this, which is kind of sweet, I guess. Is that like I remember I asked her, I'm like, Mom, it's 1995, and I'm 5, but now I'm gonna be 6, but it's not 1996 yet. And she was like, oh, it's because your birthday brings in the new year.
Oh,
So
that's
I'm
cute.
like, oh, that's cute. So I have to turn 6 first, and then the year turns into 1996.
Aw, that's cute.
But after Santa comes, we have to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one that brings the birthday.
Yeah. No, but anyway, yeah, jobs. I don't know. Like I haven't really hated my jobs.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. I worked at the hospital for like 5 years before doing YouTube.
Mm.
And I really enjoyed the actual work of it. I just hated the politics of the hospital.
Mhm.
Like it felt like being in high school all over
Yeah,
again.
there's different jobs that like the people
Yeah,
are
it was
worse
the people
than the
that
job.
yes,
Yeah.
it was the people that killed it for me.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
all I mean, the environment part of it didn't help that the department I worked at was always in the basement of the hospital. So, and I tended to always work the later shift, like 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. So I felt like I never really saw the sunlight, and that was like the worst thing about the job. But actually, the worst thing was the people, but the actual job. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a worst job, really.
All right, it's between you and me.
Yeah.
I've had a shitload of jobs too.
Or worst job stories.
I also worked as a a hostess at a strip club for a short period of time.
Strippers
That
are
was
fun. They're nice.
I liked the strippers. I did
Yeah.
not like the men, because like I had a whole like uniform on, so like I wasn't naked or anything like that. But the clientele were pretty shitty.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty terrible job.
Which
as you
one's
can
your
imagine.
worst? The water slide one?
Worst,
Or wait, what
worst?
would you say before?
Gosh, I worked for a little while.
Cutco knives.
Oh,
The
knives.
Cutco knives one, yeah. I worked at a sausage making company as a bookkeeper once.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I worked.
The fuck?
I've
Yeah, they
had,
always
like,
say you don't want to know how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of jobs, like a ton of jobs, and they've all been kind of like whack.
Okay,
in
I
one
think
way or
yours
another.
because you fell for an MLM. Here you go.
Well, yours was fucking wild with the lady. That's, I mean, I don't
But
know.
the actual job wasn't
The
too
job was
bad, right?
chill.
You just had a crazy boss.
It's really interesting working at a bar when you don't drink. But then the best part of that job was the kitchen lady, the one that was cooking. She was this old Vietnamese lady, and I called her mom. I lost contact with her because the restaurant shut down out of nowhere.
Damn.
Yeah.
And I lost contact with her, so that sucked. Yeah.
God, I've had so many jobs. It's crazy when I think about it. Like, I've
Yeah?
had a lot of jobs.
Oh,
a lot
crazy.
of crazy different jobs, yeah.
Mm.
It's nice.
Worst
get all those
wardrobe
experiences.
malfunction.
Wardrobe
Worst
malfunction.
wardrobe.
One time I was go-go dancing,
Oh, yeah, I know the story.
Oh, when your lip was hanging out?
and a guy came up to me. He was like waving me down. I'm like, hey, what's up? He goes, hey, I just want to let you know that I can. If one of your lips is hanging out, and I was like, oh shit, sorry.
I still don't understand how you didn't feel the wind
Because
on your vagina lip.
True.
I don't know. Like it's hot and muggy in there.
Yeah.
And I wore like double layer panties, you know, like one small panty, like thong underneath, and then the bikini bottom on there. So I'm used to like the thong underneath to maybe like ride up, but I didn't realize both was riding up.
Oh,
And
damn.
I remember saying, "Oh my
Deceived
god,
you.
thank
Yeah.
you." It was that sucked.
That does suck.
And I remember one time I was go-go dancing one night, and then I looked over to my other go-go. She's like, "Jada,
Your whole tit was out?
Your
my
boob was
nipple, my one, like half my nipple was out." I was like, "Oh shit, thanks." Fucking hell. I remember one when I was touring with Nitto Tires. When we win one round, like whatever rounds that we win, they spray us like we were standing up in the podiums, and like the winner of our team like sprays champagne everywhere. So I got champagne on me, and we were transporting because we travel from state to state, so they would take care of the uniform and transport it. Well, they forgot to wash my uniform, so when I opened it, it was mold all over the uniform.
Ugh.
And it was show day, so I had to bring it to the bathroom, and I washed it with like Dawn dish soap,
No.
dried it
doesn't
under
work,
the
does
hand
it?
dryer. I don't know, but I made it work.
Oh, so like you got the stains out.
Yeah, I got the stains
Okay.
out, but there's probably internal mold
Hell
somewhere.
yeah, you were
Oh,
breathing all kinds of crazy
no.
mold
Yeah.
spores.
Did you
and
get sick
shit.
after that?
Not at all.
Oh, crazy.
Well, let's wait till like I'm 80 and see if I have Alzheimer's or something. We'll see.
Something's working in
Yeah,
that brain right
it's
now.
growing.
Yeah.
It's taking its time, but it's
Yeah.
growing.
That's funny. I don't know. I have two, but they're not like, I kind of don't want to tell them. They're
Okay.
both kind of like, no.
Okay. Whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
I don't think I had. Yeah, I can't recall.
Any Hooters wardrobe
Oh,
malfunctions?
yeah.
Not really.
Those are pretty secure, I feel like.
Yeah,
Like
it's all
layers.
it's all because you have pantyhose on, right? That are like thick and tan, which obviously doesn't match my skin tone, so that was kind of ridiculous. The opposite for the black girls, like they still have fucking tan.
Really?
A lot of like until they finally started giving them like the black skinned ones. I was
Oh,
like,
good.
why are we all wearing these fucking like it doesn't match my skin, doesn't match her skin. We all look
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous with this same tan color. And then you have the thick ass socks, those hideous
the tube
1980s tube socks.
Yeah.
And
I've still never been to
bras and that-
Hooters.
Like
I wanna
so
go.
when you go in, like the manager lines you up like before we start work and he does a whole outfit check, fingernail check, like everything, like
Oh, wow.
head to toe. You get
Fingernail check too?
you have to get checked before you can start your shift.
Damn.
So like we couldn't really have wardrobe malfunctions because he'd like up and down, like check you turn around, do this, jump up and down, blah blah blah. Like it
was
was
that
like
standard at all Hooters?
I don't know. That's how it
'Cause
was
it
at
sounds
ours.
like that was his way of getting his
Yeah.
little peekaboo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so because he was just very dismissive of all of us all the time, and like he was bothered by our existence. You know what I mean? So,
I
but
think
he
that's
was
how
like,
you had to play it off.
it could be him
pretty
like
genius.
fronting. You know what I mean? But no, like yeah. So like fingernails, if we had anything on it, like it could be chipped or like so like everything had to be like clean and like done and stuff like that. So yeah, no malfunctions there.
I would not be okay. Like I would not be able to survive in that.
I'm sure I've like shown my ass in a club on accident, like just for a dress or something, but nothing that really was enough to remember.
Yeah.
I don't really have any.
I don't have any titties, so they don't ever pop out.
All right, I'll keep this card.
Yeah,
You
keep that
definitely
one.
keep that.
I'll keep this one.
You showed your vagina lip to a bunch of
I
people.
know. God bless that guy, wherever he is. I hope he's happy. Worst date I've ever been on.
I did have a pretty shitty one recently. Did I tell you this one? The guy who like thought he was being cool and suave. So like there was a guy that I met I want to say it was earlier this year. He we met out and he seemed fine. He told me he was like a real estate flipper or whatever, which is kind of like what my brother does. So I'm like, yeah, that seems fine. Like not the type of guy I would normally date, but like so like a little bit more blue collar, right? Like he would be the one that, not like the investor who has the money, but the guy that would kind of like make it happen. So I'm like, okay. So I thought he would be a nice, decent guy. But then when we're out and we're drinking, at one point he's like, he turned to me and he's just like, so what's a nice girl like you doing out with a guy like me?
Oh, God, way to out yourself.
And I was like,
What the fuck?
and I was like, wait, what? What does that mean?
Why is that so funny?
What? I was like, huh? Like, what are you saying?
God,
Like,
yeah.
who are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, by all accounts, you made it through my first fucking, like, level of, like, judgment, I guess, where I was like, okay, you seem to have a nice job. You look nice. You look clean, whatever. And then all of a sudden he busts that out. So I was just like, huh, what does that mean?
Oh,
You
he
know?
just told on himself.
Then when I started pressing him, like, what do you mean? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
I think he thought that was sexy.
Oh God.
Like he was a bad boy.
Yeah.
But I just decided to leave after that. So
Yeah.
Wait, how did he respond to your grilling?
he was just like avoiding it or trying to play it off. I don't remember because I started like the wheels started spinning in my head. So a lot of it, like I kind of blacked out because like my rage kind of started to kick in. You know what I
He
mean?
triggered you.
Yeah, he triggered me. So I was kind of like, what does that mean? What do you mean? Huh? What does that mean? What are you? And then, so yeah, that I was just like, no, I'm
Oh,
out.
damn.
Peace. So that ended pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Well, at
It did
least
not
he-
go as he thought it probably
Yeah.
would, which would be like me being like, oh my God, oh, you're a bad boy. Do you want to spank me?
Can I get that sound clipped, please?
I
I'm
know,
gonna use
right?
that I'm gonna use that for my stream every time I get a donation. Do you want to spank me?
Yeah, that did not work out for him well at all.
That's a terrible thing to say. What the
that's
fuck?
horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What was
mostly
my thinking? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I think he really thought he was like Rico Suave and that was
Like,
gonna
yeah,
turn me
girls
on.
like a bad
God.
boy.
But I was like, oh, but I guess you haven't met a girl that's like me then, because that is an absolute turn
Red
off.
flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like red flag. Like maybe when I was younger, I would have laughed at that and kind of thought like, oh, you know, like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm a bad girl too, you know, like.
He's
You
so
think
bad,
I'm a
I can
nice
change
guy?
him.
I'm not a nice girl. I'm a bad girl too.
Oh my God. That sounds so cringy though.
Mhm.
It's like he saw that line in a movie. He's like, oh, I'm going to try that next time.
Right?
I don't know what he thought that was gonna do, but I'm like, I'm too
Out of
old
all
for that.
the bars and all the words. Like, that's all he had to say. You walked to
Yeah.
mine.
I mean, if he just didn't let that come out of his mouth, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he did.
That's funny.
How about you?
I haven't had many dates. I didn't really date very much in my lifetime. But the one date that I can remember that I'm like, well, I guess that's pretty bad is I dated so I was in high school and I went on a date with this guy who was the older brother of a friend. And so this guy, he was in the Marines and he
Oh
had,
boy. Yep. Nope.
Instant nope.
instant no.
No.
So he had, I think he had been deployed or he was about to be deployed or something. Oh, I think he was about to be deployed. And so he ended up taking me to the local movie theater that had $2 Tuesdays, like for the movie theater. So I'm like, okay, cool. We'll go watch a movie. I can't even remember what the movie was. But after the movie date, he took me to Jack in the Box drive-thru to get dinner.
This guy
Okay.
rich.
And then at the parking lot of the Jack in the Box, as we were eating our dollar menu items, he was telling me about his
as we were eating our dollar menu items.
because I'm like, come on, bro, you're older. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't expect much from people, clearly, but like at least a tiny, like
At
something.
least not the dollar menu.
At least not the dollar menu.
Like, can I
whatever.
get the
meal.
$6 sandwich?
Yeah. Fuck.
Anyway, so as we were eating, he's showing me the Marine songs and chanting to them.
Oh god.
Oh God, where's the card? Where's the card?
Oh, but yeah, you can go ahead. I don't even need to tell any stories. I'm not gonna top that bullshit. Jesus Christ.
There is nothing gonna top that.
Seriously.
I gotta finish. I'm not done. So then he's doing his hoorahs and stuff and like just going
it's so
at
cringy. Oh, I can't even hear the rest of this.
Okay,
Then he
are
asks
you
you to get
ready?
married.
This is a trigger warning for Jess.
Okay.
Be
Okay.
prepared. Okay, it gets worse. So after like hearing all that stuff, also I'm like a horny 16-year-old, so I'm like, all right, we'll make out. So we're making out, but then after he's like, okay, so you know how I'm in the military, and we get benefits, so we can get married, and I can get this much money, and blah blah, and we could get this much money, and then he was like, and if we have a kid, oh my god, we'll get double. And so I'm
What did I
like,
just say? I told you.
Yeah.
I told you. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he literally was like proposing marriage to a 16-year-old at the Jack in the Box drive-thru. After like literally we're on our first date.
God
I
bless.
don't even need to say a goddamn word.
God bless those crayon
You
eaters.
already know what I'm
Oh my god.
crayon
Holy
eaters.
shit, that's amazing. Yeah, you can go ahead and keep that card.
Jeez.
I want to hear your story.
Worst date was probably one guy who wouldn't stop. Like whenever I say something, like he'll ask me a question and then mansplain my answer to me,
What?
Oh
and the
my
whole
God.
time would not blink while he's talking.
Oh my god.
So like I'll be like, Jess, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Okay, yeah. See, I can see why your favorite color is blue, is because it's like the same thing as your eyes, which I can get that because you probably really like that color because
Oh,
you see it every
man.
day, you know. So yeah, I get that, and then just like not blink.
Is that, I think that's his way of validating,
I don't know,
but it's really comes off really like authoritative. It's
Yeah.
really weird.
and like just didn't blink while talking. I'm like, this is fucking creepy,
Like
dude.
he had to figure out why everything about
Yeah.
you was what it was or
Yeah.
something. Okay.
And like, it's strange, and then it's just like
You're like, we don't need background for that.
yeah, we don't need reasons for everything, but can you please blink?
You're like,
Fuck. Yeah.
Blowing into his eyes just to see if they work. Imagine he doesn't blink at all, but he just pulls out eye drops.
Or he has like the reptilian eyelid that goes sideways.
That would make more sense based on the way he was fucking talking. It's like he was gathering data
oh god, yeah.
to
An
send
alien.
back to the fucking centurion.
Scanning. His tongue licks his eyeball.
Ugh, imagine a fly lands on it. A fly lands right on his eyeball and he still
And his
doesn't blink.
closes like a doll.
Just very slowly too.
It's so gross. Oh my god. Oh, so it's him. Or there was a guy that like earlier this year, he sat there and talked about NFTs for like 20 or 30 minutes.
Oh jeez, you get the card.
Yeah, like that's his whole personality.
That's less cringe. Oh, that's less cringy than a guy like doing the fucking hoorah shit right.
Yeah.
That's really fucking cringy.
Yeah. Because he had like one of those like super expensive like board.
So this is recent.
Yeah, this is like in Feb or something like that.
So before the recent guy.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, it was like like someone that I had known like 10 years ago, and we just so happened to be in the area. Let's go grab
You're
a
kind
drink.
of giving
wasn't.
it a shot. Yeah.
No, we were never interested in each
Oh.
other, and this was like I figured it was gonna.
So
be
was
like,
it a date?
No, it was like it started off as a platonic, and then it was like, oh, you're actually pretty cute. So we were drinking, getting to know each other, and then the NFT started. And I was like, all right, nah, I'm
Yeah.
good.
I haven't had so many bad dates with like strangers as much as like my boyfriends turned into shitty people over time.
Yeah, that's
So
bad
like my
dating.
worst
Yeah.
my worst dates are with my actual ex-boyfriends, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Where like shit went crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead with the Marine. That is
Yeah.
hilarious. Holy shit!
I could see why you didn't date much after that.
Yeah.
dude. Oh my god.
You're like, this is what dating is? Let me pick one because I don't know if I'll have anything. Let me try to
True.
see because I haven't really had any stories.
You know, girl, get some
Yeah, that
cards.
I don't
Marine
have any memories is the hard part.
Jesus
I know.
Ooh-ah. Ooh-ah.
There's like songs.
Yeah, he was chanting what they chant during the marching or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like he was but he literally put it in a CD.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Like it was a CD.
United
playing
States
this
Marine
music.
Corps. Yeah. Jeez, a CD.
Oh,
he burned his.
God.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What makes you think someone wants to marry you if you're buying dollar menu shit?
I know, right?
Like he wants to have sex to only Marine chants. Like, can you imagine
Sounds
that?
like my aunt's husband, actually. She was only allowed to listen to that, like, big band fucking
Damn, really?
shit, yeah. He passed away.
Wait,
He's
big
old.
band jazz? Because I love big band jazz.
No, but it's like in like military music and stuff like that.
I see.
I don't have any stories. This is tough for me. I
Oh,
can't.
another date
I can't do
I
these.
remember because like I said, I have very limited dates. It was this guy that I really, really liked, and we were supposed to go to a house party together with 2 other friends. And back then, like, the address to the party was given through a voicemail giving you directions. Like, if you're coming from South LA, you take the 110 North or whatever. So we called the number, and they were like, they gave us the wrong freeway. They said, I think they said like 110 West. And it's only north and south, but we were up and down the 110. Like, where's west?
Oh my god!
So the whole night, we just spent the whole fucking night looking for it, 110 West.
Oh my god!
And then it ended up getting so late that we're like, yeah, let's just go home. We can't find this party. Like, we were
Oh my
just,
God.
we spent our whole date
That's
on the
terrible.
freeway.
I would be pissed because I get car sick also.
Yeah.
I'd be so fucking mad.
No, but I like this guy so much. I'm like, I'm just happy to be in this
Yeah,
car with
that's
you.
true.
yeah.
That's cute.
You don't have anything for this?
I don't have any memory recall on any of those.
Damn, girl.
I'm too lazy to turn my body. So, anyways, that's the rest. Oh, sorry. That's the end of our episode. Thank you guys for watching.
Oh, wait. How many cards did you guys get?
Oh, I got 2.
I got 1.
I got 5.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm the best storyteller. Just
All
kidding.
right. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope you guys liked our stories. Hopefully, we'll play this again next time for more stories, some dumb stories. Make sure you guys check out our sponsors. And make sure you like this video, subscribe to us, and comment below, some answers that you have. And go Marines. Hoorah.